Welcome to this DJF introductory course. Over 8 modules, we cover the Discovery Judgment Framework from the ground up, what it is, why it exists, and what it means for your product discovery practice. This first module is called The Paradox. It starts with a question worth sitting with before anything else. Think of a real example from your own work, a decision that looked solid going in and costly coming out. This module examines why that happens structurally. Meet FeedLoop, a composite case study drawn from real patterns across many companies. B2B SaaS feedback collection tool. Maya is the product manager, Jordan is the UX designer, and Alex is the software engineer. We will encounter FeedLoop at different moments throughout the course. Each moment illustrates a specific aspect of the framework. This opening scenario occurs 6 months after shipping 5 features with 3 of them deprecated, fewer than 8% of users using the 4th, and the 5th a support burden. 78% of new users stop using the application after their first login. This is not a story about a bad team. It is a story about misdirection. During the FeedLoop review, one piece of feedback changed the conversation. This is not feedback about product features. It is feedback about the outcome the customer was trying to create in their own work. This is what a job breakdown sounds like. Hold this sentence, it deepens every time we return to it. This is the turning point of the FeedLoop narrative. Industry data says this is the norm. Only 6.4% of features see meaningful adoption, 94% go untouched. 70% of users are gone within 3 months. And the number one reason startups fail, building something nobody needed. 42% of founders name that as the thing that ended their company. We are good at building. We are not good at deciding what to build. More capability, more speed, lower cost, and yet the failure rate has not moved. The traditional response is to add more discovery. But the problem is not quantity, it is direction. Speed amplifies whatever direction you are heading. If heading somewhere valuable, speed is an asset. If heading somewhere worthless, speed just gets you there faster. That is the paradox. This is the most important analogy in the course. Factories that installed electricity but kept the same floor layout gained nothing. Factories that redesigned everything around electricity compounded gains for decades. AI adoption in discovery often looks like the first group, a capable tool dropped into an unchanged process. The framework we build is the redesign. Acceleration pays off only when the underlying system is redesigned around it. AI is a prediction technology. It makes prediction cheaper. When something gets cheaper, value shifts to what it depends on. Prediction depends on judgment. Organizations that invest in judgment capabilities build something more valuable as AI spreads. Those competing on prediction alone compete on a commodity. As prediction gets cheap, judgment becomes the competitive advantage, the economic center of the DJF, not a nicety. These 3 gaps are structural, not personal, not about whether people are skilled, but about what the frameworks they were given were designed to do. Designed for a slower world where friction forced reflection. No judgment layer, so activities can be correct and the call still wrong. And AI arriving into an unchanged process. 3 problems that compound. These are not failures of effort or intelligence, they are structural limitations of a system designed for a different moment. This is the architecture of the entire course, the Discovery Judgment Framework. The human foundation comes first, practically, not philosophically. A person without the courage to say, I was wrong, produces motion, not learning. The human foundation is active throughout, not just at the base. The 2 layers are co-equal. You cannot substitute one for the other. Process without judgment produces activity without quality. Judgment without process produces inconsistent decisions. The AI partnership layer, optional, is genuinely meant. Discovery and delivery are genuinely distinct halves. Discovery is investigative, judgment-driven. Delivery is building, shipping, observing. Discovery is not a project with an end date. Each cycle completes at handoff and learning feeds the next cycle. What compounds is not speed, it is the quality of the judgment. Discovery is not a one-time activity. Each cycle completes at handoff. The practice continues across cycles. The architecture is now visible. Return to the real example that may have come to mind at the start. A decision that looked confident and under-delivered. Where in that story do you see the gap? Which layer was missing? Module 2 unpacks the first foundational layer, the structured process that makes discovery repeatable.